like an injured bird needing a nest, a place to rest his head. In a song you'll regret.
Hey guys, welcome back to the greenhouse. Boy, it's been some week, hasn't it? Seems like everybody is worried about, scared about, don't know what to think about this coronavirus. And it is a serious thing, I guess, they tell us. And best thing we can do is just take care of ourselves and our families, and especially the older members in our families. And hopefully this thing blows over and we get back to more of a normal life. But I wanted to talk about what we're doing here in the greenhouse today, and I kind of wanted to start that out with a story about my family right around the Great Depression time, 1929, 1930. They decided that the dairy barn just up the road here from the greenhouse needed a new roof. It had been tar paper roof since 1920, and it was in pretty bad shape, and they knew it needed metal on it, and they found a company in Ashland that had the metal, and they decided that they would all load up, my great-grandpa, my grandpa, his brothers, and they loaded up and went to Ashland to get it. Now, that was a pretty big job back then, I imagine, to go to Ashland to get that. And when they got there, they were amazed at how dead the streets were. There was nobody out doing anything. And very, very slow. And it shocked them because they had been out here working every day and hadn't noticed a thing wrong. Of course, in the Pratt family, we all know what the only stock they owned was. And they hadn't really noticed a problem until they got to Ashland. And that was always kind of a funny story that was handed down. And that's kind of the way it is in the business that we're in here now. Not just our greenhouse here, it's anybody in the greenhouse business. This is the month that you just absolutely don't have enough hours in the day to get everything done. And we have dates and we have times that we try to do things, and you don't know what the future holds, so you stick to those dates and those times. So we have done that, and we have everything rolling as normal. Things look great, and we're just now getting to the point where we're about ready to start selling a few things. We have pansies and violas and cabbage, strawberry plants. They all look really good. The pansies are just now starting to bloom, so we thought we would go ahead and start selling those. And by the way, if you want to buy those, we don't officially open until April the 1st, but if you want any of that stuff, all you have to do is just message us on Facebook here, and we can be here anytime. We're going to be here, you know, most of the time anyway. But just to make sure of that, if we're not out, you know, on the farm somewhere or something like that, just to make sure that we're here, just message us and we'll be here for you anytime you want to come. So we wanted to pass that along. But you know, it's funny, my dad, if you ever talk to my dad, if you're not talking about cattle, in about 30-35 seconds you will be. We can be talking about anything to this greenhouse, and somehow the topic gets changed over to cattle. That's his life, and it's been for 3 or 4 generations here in Lawrence County. That's what we've always done. And the other day we were kind of laughing about this before anybody realized that it was going to get as serious as it has gotten. We were laughing about it and talking about how we believed it was being completely blown out of the proportion, you know, and he said it'd just blow over and wouldn't be nothing to it, you know. And yesterday at lunchtime I went in and I got a call. Well, it was him on the other end of the line. He sounded pretty serious, and I asked him what was going on. He said, turn that TV over to RFD. He said, be sure and watch the market report on RFD. He said, the cattle market has just crashed. So I think maybe that is when it began to get serious for my dad, when he saw that the cattle market had crashed. Now that was a serious thing. So sure enough, it did. It usually follows the trends of the stock market, and it did. It has crashed pretty much, and they've about shut things down for a while and let this simmer and see what happens. But I just wanted to pass along to you guys and let you know that everything is on schedule here. We'll have things ready for you whenever you're ready to come. We're doing really well. We're going to start planting tomatoes today, so that's always a good thing You can almost smell them BLTs when you do that. But I thought I would pass this along to you all. I thank you all for watching, and we'll catch up with you all in the next video.